that was just a weird glitch or whatever. I'm not sure what happened. It might have been my internet went off for a second. I don't know. Anyways, back to what I was saying. This is just a political thing. Now, again, um, I'm not saying that COVID isn't a real thing. Alright, COVID is very real. But what the media is doing is they are portraying it as the worst thing ever. Alright? Now, I've known people at my work, for example. Alright? There are people that wear their masks 24/7. Alright? When the whole COVID thing was going on, we didn't even have to wear a mask. They told us to wear it on our face, and it didn't have to cover anything. So mine was always down here. There are people that wore it 24/7. They tell me, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. I wonder why. Alright, so our work finally got rid of the mask mandate like 3 days ago, 4 days ago, whatever. So all that means now is I don't have to carry it around with me, and there's still people out there that will, that are just wearing their mask. I'm not like, dude, you don't have to wear it. I'm like, well, I'm scared, and that's because of the media. The media is putting fear in everybody. Alright, just like all these mass shootings. Alright, they constantly talk about gun control. Gun control is not the issue to every single answer. Alright, wearing a mask, taking a vaccine, and gun control is not the answer to everything. It's not. Um, that's what they want you to believe, but it's not. Alright, just like the mass shooting today in San Jose, California. Perfect example. Gavin Newsom came out and he was already talking about, gun control and all this and all that. He was laughing pretty much the whole time. He was smiling and laughing while he was talking. Alright, nothing is funny about 8 people getting killed and however many people got wounded. 9 people got killed, including the gunman, but nothing is funny about that. Like, when I watched him talk, as a governor of that state, how can you be smiling and laughing when a gunman, literally, and a state employee, walked in and just killed 8 people and wounded however many more people he did? I don't understand how, as a governor, that is funny to you. And then he goes on to talk about gun control. Joe Biden comes out and talks about gun control. Gun control is not the answer to stop mass shootings, alright? It's really not. Again, the media is causing the most division ever. Government, media, feeds into us. And it's up to us to decide what's real and what's not real. Or what we need to believe and we don't need to believe, alright? Like I said, COVID is obviously real, alright? But out of all the people I know, alright, especially people at my work, there's been, I want to say like 4 or 5 people that claim they've had it, alright? And 4 of those people claim no side effects. They did nothing at all. They were sitting at home for 2 weeks, alright? Another person got it. He said he felt bad for about 3 or 4 or 5 days, and then he was better, and he was just sitting at home bored the rest of the time. So, with that being said, obviously COVID is real, but you know, really, how bad is it? How bad is COVID? Um, I mean, I don't know. Again, I think it's real. I just think it's overpushed and overhyped. And again, one of the people that actually got sick with COVID wore the mask 24/7. He still wears the mask 24/7. All right. And me personally, I never wore the mask. All right. When the pandemic was at its highest, our work was like, you gotta wear the mask. You don't have to cover anything. You can just wear it. You don't have to cover it. So mine was always down here. Now, 3 or 4 days ago, my work got rid of the whole uh, mask mandate thing and all that, which pretty much everybody has now. Well, ours is for quote unquote vaccinated people, but they're not politicizing that. So all that means now is I don't have to carry a mask around with me, which is great. I'm thankful to live in a state where our governor has common sense, and I'm thankful for my job for allowing us to, work now without having to carry around a mask. Exactly, Blue. It's the media. It's all it really is. Like I said, when Gavin Newsom came out today, and he literally was smiling and laughing during his interview or during his press conference about the 8 people killed in California today, there's a problem. And then Joe Biden comes out and he wants to talk about gun control. Gun control is not the answer to every problem in America. All right, it's really not. But back to what I was saying before I got kicked off this live stream. Uh, as far as the Oregon School Board goes, all right, if you literally think that is a good idea, it's not. If you think that putting a Black Lives Matter flag outside of your school is a good idea, putting Black Lives Matter flags in every single classroom is a good idea, it's not. That's the worst idea ever. That's the worst idea I've ever heard of. And then you want to put an LGBTQ flag outside of your school. I can tell you right now, that's not going to go over well. And not only do you want to put a Black Lives Matter flag in every classroom, Black Lives Matter flags outside of school, a LGBTQ flag outside of school, it's better. You also want students to learn the Black National Anthem. You want students to learn the Black National Anthem. That is, like, I really, I don't know what else to say. I can tell you right now, it's going to cause violence. And anybody who has any kind of common sense can tell you that that will cause violence. Alright? I can tell you right now, if there is a black student that goes to that school, alright, and his parents are out there, marching, protesting, Black Lives Matter, and all this, and he's brought up in that environment, he is going to go to school. He or she, whatever case may be, he or she is going to go to school. Alright? They're going to see the Black Lives Matter flag outside of the school. They're going to see all the Black Lives Matter flags in the classroom. And they are automatically going to think that they are superior to white people. And it's going to cause problems because these black students, male or female, whatever case may be, will go up to white people and try to start problems because they will feel like they are more dominant now. That's exactly what's going to happen. Anybody with any kind of common sense can see that. Alright, all it's going to do is it cause problems. Alright, it's going to cause more fights, it's going to cause more division. And in all honesty, it will probably cause a school shooting because of that. Like, anybody with any kind of common sense can see that. Alright, and there's going to be black people that aren't even with that. Alright? Like, that's stupid. You really want students to learn a black national anthem. There's no such thing as a black national anthem. Well, there is a black national anthem, but there's no such thing as that. Alright, like, if I was in school right now and I was in any of these school districts, I would be the first one suspended. I would not be allowed to go to school. So, I am thankful that I went to school when I did, and I'm out now because there's no way I could deal with it now. Uh, exactly. Like, majority of the black people that I know, that I personally know, not talking about people on the internet, but that I know personally, think that it is a joke and it's just causing division. And it is. Black Lives Matter is nothing but a political card. Alright? For example, today, there was a woman commenting on a post, alright? So there was 2 white people, a male and a female. They were trying to adopt kids, whatever, it's a long process, I guess. I don't know. They said it was a long, hard process. So they finally adopted a kid. The child was biracial. So, everybody in there was like, oh, congratulations. I'm glad you finally got a congratulations. It's a beautiful family, beautiful girl, beautiful family, all right, all that good stuff, right? So, black woman comes on there, and she literally says, Black Lives Matter. Okay, what does that have to do with anything? That comment had nothing to do with anything. And all it did was start a whole chain reaction of people arguing back and forth, back and forth. Like, it's ridiculous. Alright. And then you got white people over there, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. Do you even know what the group is about? Do you even know what it's about? All right. And number two, for the black people that are supporting this, do you know where your money is going? Alright? Y'all keep sending money and you see no change in your communities. That should tell you something right there to start with. Like if you were sending thousands, hundreds of dollars, even if you were sending $1, you should expect something for your money, right? So you're not seeing no change. But you have white people that are CEOs of Black Lives Matter. What are they doing? They're redecorating their house, refurnishing their house. They don't care about you, alright? Like, I try to stress this so many times. Black Lives Matter, the organization, does not care about you. Alright? Why do you think when, you know, like, I don't understand. If they really cared about you, they would be trying to better your community so you wouldn't have to do this. They would be trying to create centers so that you would not be in gunfights with the cops. They would create more jobs so that you would not have to sell drugs to be involved with the police. Alright? Like, and just like the video I did yesterday, alright? With the officer. So there was a representative suing the police department for $1 million. There was a black police officer um, who was on administrative leave. He had just got cleared. Now, he was involved in a officer-involved shooting in 2016. That shooting was cleared. It was justified. He was involved in another shooting. That shooting had just got cleared. It was justified. So, Black Lives Matter organization, what do? They march down the street to his house. And they surround his house. They're out there chanting Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. And they throw toilet paper through his house, throwing bricks through his window, and they eventually shoot a gun through his house. No, again, this is a black police officer who has black kids and a black wife, and they are literally shooting at him through a door with a shotgun. So the representative ends up getting arrested for unlawful assembly, and now he's claiming that he has emotional distress, PTSD, and all this, and he needs $1 million. No, you shouldn't have been a criminal. You shouldn't have been out there doing this. All right, Blue. Have a good night, man. Or girl, I'm not sure. I can't see your picture. Um. Anyways, like you were literally vandalizing this officer's home because he was cleared in 2 justified shootings. Why? Like you literally endangered him, his kids, and his wife. While y'all chanting Black Lives Matter, but he is a black police officer. It's no different than Ma'Khia Bryant. She literally got killed because she was trying to kill someone. All right. Now she was a black teen, and a white officer killed her. Yes, but a white officer killed a black teen trying to save another black teen. Because let's think about it. If the officer wanted to kill Ma'Khia Bryant, then like, oh my God, a white officer let her viciously kill a black teen. All right, but the officer killed Ma'Khia Bryant to save the other female. Now they're like, oh my God, this officer viciously murdered a poor innocent baby. Okay, number one, she's not a baby. She was what, 16, 17? So she's not a baby. And when you charge someone with a knife, what do you think is gonna happen? And the officer even gave commands to drop the knife. Alright? So you give commands to drop the knife, you still don't drop the knife. You're still running with the knife, and he went to stab her. That's when he shot. So, in my personal opinion, the officer showed great restraint. And he gave plenty of warning. I don't know what else you want. Everybody's talking about, well, he should have tased her. Okay, I can tell you right now why a taser won't work. Number one, if you fire a taser, he misses. Okay, well, you automatically have a taser. If you fire a taser and it's ineffective, then, that girl's going to get stabbed. That's why you don't use taser. Deadly force, deadly force. That's how it works. Chain of command or level of force goes like this. Have no weapons involved, you use verbal commands. They use fists, you use taser. They bring out a deadly weapon, you bring out a deadly weapon. That's how it works. You just don't make up your own rules, you know. Like, and I love how people are always in the comments. Well, they should have did this. They should have did that. You're not there. All right. No, you are not the officer on the scene. You're not in the heat of the moment. So it's easy to make calls and all that hours after everything's been pushed. But again, as far as this Oregon school board goes, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And I can tell you right now, if they do go through with this, which I hope they don't, but I have serious belief that they will go through with it because it's Oregon to start with, and number two, Black Lives Matter has been getting everything else they wanted. So, I'm sure that they will go through with it, and they will push this, and it will happen. And when it happens, I'm calling it right now on May 27th, 12:16 a.m. that it will cause violence and whatever else may happen. It will cause it. I'm calling it. Or 12:17 now. All right, May 27th, 12:17 a.m. I called it. All right, that's if they go through with it. I mean, think about this. All right, think about George Floyd's memorial. All right, number one, he shouldn't even have a memorial. Okay, but let's skip past that. Look at how many shootings have been there. All right, that is a just clarified autonomous zone. Alright? And there have been people that have been shot and killed in there. There have been people that have stabbed in there. Multiple people have been shot in there. And they won't allow first responders in there. There have been people stabbed there. And of course, we had the most recent one on George Floyd's anniversary or whatever. Gunshots rang out and it left one person wounded. Again, that was captured on live TV. The news was literally doing a story about this, and the gunshots were captured on the camera. Like, they were captured. You can even see bullets shattering a glass window. So again, I don't know what they were shooting at, but this is supposed to be peaceful. This is what y'all are pushing for, and it's not just that. Like, Black Lives Matter goes in so much deeper. Y'all are literally trying to defund the police. And one parent even said that. You know, y'all trying to push this in our schools, but y'all want to defund the police. You see where defund the police has got us in Minneapolis? Matter of fact, hold on. I got a nice graphic about police leaving because of this. Let's see here. But nobody is ready for this conversation. Alright, so here we go. Alright, now, these are big cities, alright? That's all up here. New York City homicides are up by 22%. Alright, Philadelphia homicides are up by 38%. Chicago homicides up by 22%. So I guess they went from shooting, what, 40 people a weekend to what, 60, 70 people a weekend? Austin, Texas homicides up by 50%. Los Angeles homicides up by 26%. Oakland, California homicides up by 132%. Minneapolis, big one, homicides up by 113%. Portland homicides up by 800%. Now this was 1 day ago, so it's pretty accurate. But again, these are all big cities that are experiencing problems. The only ones that I was actually kind of surprised to see was Austin, Texas. But we all know New York's having problems. I mean, hell, they have subway shootings or subway stabbings every day. Philadelphia has always been bad. It's just gotten worse because of defunded police. Minneapolis has never really been that good either, to be honest. And all the officers left. So obviously crime rate's going to go up. Again, Chicago's always been bad. I didn't even think Chicago could get worse. Portland, they have riots every night and all this. Officers are leaving there, 10, 20, 30 a day. So obviously murders are going to go. Oakland, California's never been good. Los Angeles has never been good. Again, the only one I'm surprised with, honestly, is Austin, Texas, at 50% increase. I'm really surprised by Austin, but all these states are big cities that are pushing for defunded police. Uh, Again, these are the same states though that Democratic run. Why aren't Republican states having these kind of problems? Again, yeah, Texas, okay, Austin, Texas, but that's one county, all right. A lot of these are Democratic run states: New York, Minneapolis, Portland, California, Philadelphia, New York, Minneapolis. All these are Democratic areas. So why aren't Republican areas having the same effect? Because we actually still support our law enforcement and we want our communities safe. Now, even here in my city, it's kind of small. I mean, every city's growing at some rate, unless you're a Democratic run city, then you're probably not growing. But a lot of our states are growing. So obviously, you're going to have more and more hate, more and more support as more people come, and depending on what their agenda is or whatever they believe in. And even here, people are talking about F the police, screw the police. Da, da. Like, if you let our little area here run rampant with crime and all this, it will spread to rural areas and it'll make our state or y'all's state look like Portland, Chicago, Minneapolis, New York, all these places. Nobody wants that, right? Majority of the people, they just want to live their lives, be with their families, go to the job, go home, live their life. That's what the majority of the people want. But again, you have that 10, 15, 20% that is actively out there committing crimes, shooting people, gang members, terrorists. You have Antifa. You have these terrorist organizations that are out there that are, just destroying communities, destroying families. All right. And yes, some of that, is mental illness, but I'm tired of everything being mental illness. Everything is not a mental illness. All right, if you go in there and shoot up a school, or if you go in there and shoot up 50 people, or shoot 2,000 people, what case may be, or set up yeah. But if you go out there and you do that, obviously you're gonna have consequences for your actions. I mean, that's just how it is. You're obviously gonna have consequences for your actions. Now, one last thing before I get off. Um, there's a new bill that is being passed for censorship and big tech going on in Florida, mainly Florida, which is great. I mean, again, the biggest thing is with the Chinese virus, as I call it. And again, if y'all haven't heard, Trump is being sued for that because by civil rights activists because he called it the Chinese virus instead of the coronavirus or COVID-19 virus. But again, they're trying to pass a bill, and I think they actually did pass it to where Facebook can't delete posts saying that the the coronavirus was made in a lab, which is great because our freedom of speech has been censored for way too long. It's been crazy. All right. Again, I don't know how many times I've had stuff deleted off Facebook. Honestly, the Facebook hasn't been that bad to me. As crazy as it may seem, the stuff I share, Facebook honestly hasn't been that bad to me, honestly. But YouTube has YouTube has been crazy to me. Again, my other account got banned. I only had 351 subscribers, which is crazy to me because they came after this account first. They actually came after this account and they took down one video for what they call misleading information. All right. Then I did another live stream and they took down that live stream and they said they took it down because I posted links. Now, all I did was post links to other conservative channels. I did one to Brandon Tatum, ABL Conservative Guy, and Citizen Man. Alright, so I posted links to conservative channels, and they said that violated community guidelines. I don't understand how posting a link to a conservative channel is a problem. I can understand if I posted it to Antifa, that would be a problem, but that would probably be allowed. But you can't post links to community conservative channels, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, they deleted that video and they also banned me for a week. And you know, thankfully I haven't been banned again because it's my last channel, and you know, if they delete this one, then I'm out of channels, which I need to make another channel, get everybody over there, so that if they do decide to delete this channel, then I have a backup channel, because they're still doing the whole censorship thing. I mean, you know, it's crazy because when you stop growing, and you see people stop growing, there's a problem. All right, thousands a day. One day he just stops. ABL, he was gaining thousands a day. He just stops. Even me, I was gaining 5-10 people a day. I just stopped. Conservative guy was gaining probably 500 to 1,000 a day. He just stops. All right, we all just stop growing, and it's not just me and them. It's other conservatives. All right, all the channels just stop growing at one time. Like, nobody lost subscribers. Our channels just stopped growing at one time. All conservative channels just stopped growing. All right. Then, about a week later, you see numbers dropping. All right. I mean, me, I didn't lose that many because I didn't have that much to lose. But even me, I lost about 50 people during that whole time. Like, 50 people to me is a lot when you only have 1,600 something subscribers. And even at that time, I didn't have that. I think I had like 13 or 1,400. So when you lose that many people, it's a big blow. Alright? ABL probably lost, you know, 30, 40,000. Conservative guy, I know he lost at least 3 or 4,000. Brandon Tatum said he lost about 5,000. Now, he was actually the last one to lose subscribers. Now, he's the biggest one out there, up to him. Alright? Now, obviously, if you target me, not a lot of people will be like, oh, well, you know, where'd he go? If they target somebody like Brandon Tatum, oh my God, well, you know, where's Brandon Tatum? Where's Brandon Tatum? Again, when he started losing subscribers, I knew it was real, alright? Then it stopped. It all just stopped. Everybody just stopped where they were. It all just stopped. Everybody just stopped where they were. Subscriber count stayed the same for a good month, alright? Now is growing again for the most part. Except for Conservative Guy and I believe Citizen Man, they've been the same for a while. Alright, but I've started to grow a little bit again. Brandon Tatum a bit. He's gaining like another 20,000, 30,000 subscribers. ABL is gaining probably another 15, 20,000. So, the question is, we're growing now. So what's going to happen next time? Are they going to do it all over again? Or are they going to just shut down our accounts completely? Again, this for me is not it's more of a motivation thing, alright? Yeah, obviously people like ABL and Brandon Tatum, they depend on it more than I do, alright? They get paid by YouTube. And again, of course, they have their own businesses and they have merch and stuff like that. But, so for them, it's going to affect them more financially. With me, YouTube has already said that they're not going to pay me, which is fine. You know, I met the requirements and everything, and they said I didn't verify. Again, it's not hard to get paid on YouTube. Like, the requirements are not hard. All you have to do is have a... Alright, y'all, so Wi-Fi must be messing up. Anyway, so I'm just gonna end this out. Again, everybody keeps saying check out Rumble, check out this, check out this, check out Gab. That's all fine, but all those sites are gonna turn into places like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, where they just censor that. Best thing to do is just have multiple accounts on backup. And that's something that I need to start doing. I need to start getting my accounts back together. So, again, I am going to start making more accounts. I'll probably have 2 or 3. But again, just for now, get one going. a lot of people have suggested making my own website, which actually is a really great idea. You know, it's really smart. You can't be censored on your own website. So that's something I'm going to be looking into. Again, if I could get going with like someone a little bit bigger, even someone like Conservative Guy, you know, he has, I believe, like 32,000, 33,000 subscribers. So again, if I can get up with him and me and him get going, or not even him, just anybody that has another YouTube channel, we get going, create our own platform, you know, then you have two people that are passionate about what they do, and you know it's gonna go good. Even Brand Sam, he created his own website for news, which is great. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I kind of went off track with this video. I just kind of rambled on. Again, if you want to watch what I was actually talking about before this, the other live streams in there, again, it ended. But if y'all want to watch that, definitely check it out. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. As always, thank y'all for watching, and y'all stay safe out there.